We've got Katy Perry's jaw-dropping Super Bowl performance breakdown.
And did she or did she not diss Taylor Swift during the big halftime show?
Oh my gosh, and Ariana and Christina Aguilera try and out-sing each other.
Ooh, see who won that battle up next on DHR.
Happy Monday, Cleverettes. Welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Dana Ward is joining me in studio today. And you guys, it was such a crazy, busy weekend, which means we have a huge jam-packed show today.
Oh my gosh. And we're kicking it off with a little Super Bowl Sunday talk. And of course, we're talking about Katy Perry's halftime show.
Yes, we only want to talk about Katy Perry today because the Seahawks didn't win. Dana and I were both pulling for the Seahawks.
See?
I was really sad about it. So let's just talk about something good, and that was Katy Perry's halftime performance. Well, I thought it was good. I think a lot of people either loved it or hated it. It was really, really interesting. What I did love about it was that it was so Katy Perry, right?
Yes, it very much was. From the costumes to the props to the dancing and the vibe, everything was so Katy Perry.
So her. So let's break down a couple of highlights. First, she started the show with a roar, singing roar, coming out in this huge mechanical, metallic,
amazing,
ginormous lion, and she was wearing heels on top of this thing.
She was so confident on it. Like, it didn't look like she thought she would fall, but I was just really worried like she was gonna fall off that thing.
She pulled it off like a pro. And then the next scene, we'll call it, she walks down onto this stage that from the top, from looking down, it looked like it was a moving chessboard with all of these chess pieces.
Yeah, great lighting design, whoever did that.
Illuminati. Can we just discuss? I'm just gonna
What?
say it.
What'd you say, Erin?
I know, right? But then Katy upped the star power by bringing Lenny Kravitz on stage to perform I Kissed a Girl. He rocked out, apparently didn't have his guitar plugged in, but he was rocking out in his mind, and I totally believe that he was playing it.
And that was the song that put Katy Perry on the map back in the day, if you remember, so I love that little shout in there.
Ditto. Next, the sharks came out, and by sharks, I mean people
so
in
cute.
shark costumes, which we totally predicted.
They almost looked like starfish. They were so cute. Like,
and the balls, they were all animated. They totally stole the show. I feel like during that segment, like nobody was really watching Katy. They were all watching the animals.
Yeah, the emoji animals.
Moving on to my favorite part of the whole entire performance.
Let's get the energy
Missy
up.
Elliott came out, and I was like, woo! That's actually when I started dancing. She was so good, and I like missed her so much.
I overall loved everything, but I will say this was like a Super Bowl performance that would have been just as good 5 years ago as it was today.
Okay, so the finale to Katy's performance, of course she had to end it with firework, and she had this metallic star-themed dress where she like stood on this platform thing that lifted up and suspended her, and she was like flying over the audience, attached to The More You Know.
I know, that's what I was just gonna say. That was one of my favorite memes from Katy Perry's halftime performance.
I know, and she had a firework coming off of the back of her, and I love that she ended this performance with fireworks in the arena. A couple of negatives that people were saying. Her costumes were kind of like a miss for some people.
Because when you're doing a performance like that, that's live, and you have all of these costume changes, sometimes you have to layer them up. I was a little disappointed that first like flame costume,
I was not
which
feeling
everyone was saying, Cinna must have designed that costume. Lenny Kravitz, obviously.
I loved the tweet that came out with her compared next to the Cheetos Flaming Hot Cheetos bag. And the quote was, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?" It was very funny. Let's talk about some costume disses, possibly, because everybody was talking about, you remember, about Katy preparing to diss her enemy, of course, Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl performance. Apparently, Katy Perry's backup dancer was wearing a red polka dot swimsuit that looked just like a polka dot red swimsuit that Taylor Swift has worn in the past.
I don't think this was a diss. We know that Katy Perry does swimsuit sort of costumes all the time, and she's more retro themed generally, so like, come on.
Super Bowl Sunday, it's so good.
Yay.
We're gonna keep the Super Bowl theme going and the Missy Elliott theme going because she is making headlines for a post she posted.
Yes, so thank you, Missy Elliott, for basically breaking the news that Katy Perry and John Mayer are back together.
What?
She posted the photo of the three of them, and let's just analyze it a little bit. So they're at the after party for the Super Bowl. So they're choosing to hang out together, and I mean, come on, John and Katy are getting a little close. They're leaning in towards each other. They're smiling. But this is where the story gets interesting, people. Us Weekly actually reports that John was waiting for Katy off stage after her halftime performance. So that's a big deal because he was choosing to be there to support her. So it's kind of just like locking in the fact that these two really are back together.
And the fact that Katy Perry walks off stage during one of the biggest highlights of her career and chooses to spin that with an ex-boyfriend, kind of a big
Or
deal.
maybe now boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
And I also want to point out that Katy went to a tattoo parlor on Sunday after her halftime performance show to really commemorate that she performed for Super Bowl 49 by getting a tattoo on her inner ring finger, and it says 49. And it's cute. She shared all these photos with her fans, and I think I'm not a big tattoo person, but I think if I was gonna get one, that would be the one to get, right? Like, you performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So 49 may have been the lucky number for Katy Perry, but 21 was the lucky number for Harry Styles this weekend.
Harry Styles celebrated the big 2-1 in LA, actually, at a new restaurant called Isabel. It was a star-studded birthday, which included Harry's new rumored girlfriend, Nadine Leopold, which is kind of ironic because his ex-girlfriend, Kendall Jenner, was also there, which is shocking to me, with Cara Delevingne and Gigi Hadid. They were all partying together. A lot of photos of them showed up. And a couple of other people who were there that we didn't have photos of were Adele, just putting it out there, random, and Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Martin were there.
They were together?
I know.
Again?
I know. They must not be off right now.
Oh.
Okay. So apparently this was a super secret party. Big rules for all these stars to not actually photograph anything of the venue.
It's an LA thing.
Yeah,
I've
except
definitely been to a
Rita
couple places
Ora,
like that.
who decided to break the rules and post this photo of one of Harry's 4 cakes, all of which had his face on them.
I recognize that.
Yeah.
That's a Sweet Lady Jane cake if I've seen one myself.
It is a Sweet Lady Jane cake. And Harry Styles apparently sang karaoke. So
that's fun.
It's kind of like a normal party, right? Nothing crazy.
But not a normal price tag, right?
Yeah. Apparently it was £200,000 or $300,000. I'm not sure what he paid for.
Okay, when you're a celebrity, how do you be spending that much money on a party? You can get all this stuff for free, Harry.
Maybe it was,
hasn't someone told you that yet?
Maybe it was the Cristal or something. Maybe he ordered a bunch of really expensive.
Yeah, like one really nice bottle of champagne. Bam.
That'll knock it up
Price
there.
tag is up.
There it is. I wanted to be there.
I know.
Invite us next time.
What the heck, Harry?
Speaking of One Direction spending a lot of time together, they're spending more time together in a brand new collaboration.
Yeah, get excited, but this might not be what you think. So Jimmy Fallon, you know, his late show, he had this awesome segment all in celebration of the Super Bowl that featured a ton of celebrities, including One Direction. It's absolutely brilliant. They do an a cappella cover with other celebrities, of course, of We Are the Champions. It's brilliant. Check it out.
No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
All right, so we definitely saw Ariana Grande being featured in there, but if you watch the whole song play out, you also see people like Meghan Trainor, Christina Aguilera, Carrie Underwood, Blake Shelton is in there. We've got Usher, of course, One Direction, Jimmy Fallon, duh. We got to give a shout out to the Roots, who really kind of like hold down the acapella. They're doing all the backbeats and everything. But again, it was in celebration of Super Bowl. One Direction was in there for a little bit. It's an ad for Mess Up Monday.
The Screen Actor Guild.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You got this. You got this. You got this.
in the morning.
3, 2. So, Erin, why were you up since 3? Oh, sorry. 3.
I was falling asleep. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Runs. Give it.
The runs. Is it this shirt?
Oh no.
Ugh.
Get out of my armpit!
Ah! Get me out of this smelly sweater. Okay.
It's your turn, Q&A time. Want to know what you think of Katy Perry's Super Bowl performance. Did you love it? Did you hate it?
What did you feel?
How did you feel in your soul?
And do you feel like the Super Bowl is fixed? I'm just throwing that out there. But another question is, do you think that Katy Perry was dissing Taylor Swift with the whole backup dancer costume thing?
Don't be dramatic.
I don't know.
I don't
think so either. It's just polka dots.
Oh.
Can't we all just get along?
You guys weigh in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the Daily Hollywood Rundown with Dana Ward and Aaron Robinson, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys. And guys, make sure you check out last Friday's episode where Katy Perry basically confirms that she is straight up dissing Taylor Swift.
Frenemies.
Oh my gosh. And then you can also click to check out all the details on Justin Bieber's apology video to fans if you haven't seen that yet. Do it.